I'm here in downtown historic Vancouver, Canada, in an area known as Gastown. Now, they used to call it Gastown because, well, all the lamps are lit by gas. Now, 5 or 6 years ago, there wasn't much going on down here. Well, until the restaurants start rolling in. And one of those that led the way is right here at Tuck.
Mussel sausage pickup.
The food here is amazing. It's comfort food.
When you eat it, you just feel so good, so happy. Seafood and tamari.
Food you eat in your whole life, but taken to the next level.
Amped Up Home Cooking is the mission of friends, owners, and restaurant vets Colin Ross, James McFarland, and Roy Fleming. How do you describe the restaurant to folks?
Global inspirations. So you go to any country in the world, if your grandma's cooking it, I'm probably gonna make that recipe, and I'm gonna elevate it.
Elevated grandma's food. I don't know that that sounds as sexy on the banner.
Lamb and whole pickup.
The lamb in the whole tastes like Christmas. You get mashed potatoes, savory lamb.
It's in a skillet. It just looks so good.
Lamb in a hole. How are we starting it off?
So we got to roast our veal bones. So we got our mirepoix and tomato paste.
How long are we gonna let this go?
An hour at 450.
Got it.
Get it into a pot. Okay, red wine to the roasting pan. Get all that good stuff off the bottom. Goes right in the pot. And to that, we've got our bay leaves, peppercorns, cold water.
And all this is the veal jus.
The most important thing we do.
And this is gonna go on for 24 hours.
Correct.
Strain it, and then from there we go to
A spice rub for the actual lamb. Coriander, chili powder, clove,
a lot of clove.
allspice, and cardamom.
Great flavors, but not ones that you see that often.
We got lamb shoulder. Just gonna trim off some of the fat. Nothing too chewy.
As in baka?
Just season it up with the spice mix and then sear it off. Celery, carrots, onions, red wine. Meat goes back in. We got our veal stock. Time,
So after this runs for about 2 hours, drop the root vegetables in.
parsnips, rutabaga, celery root, sultana raisins. Our braised lamb is ready.
I'll eat the whole thing if that's what this offering just was.
So now we're gonna build our lamb in a hole. Fill the skillet, put our bone in the middle of the stew.
In the mash,
We use a BC nugget potato, local to Vancouver. We're gonna stuff some sweet pea mash in that little bone. This has got sweet peas, a little bit of mint, butter, salt, pepper.
peas in a bone hole.
Goat cheese, sprinkled with breadcrumb, and into the oven.
How long?
10, 15 minutes.
Those are some power tongs he's got there. Can you see how hot it is? This is like Evel Knievel jumping the Caesar's Palace fountain. Ready? One. Oh, hot. Oh, yeah. I want way more of that sweet pea mash. That takes it over the top. The big spices that you put in there didn't take over the dish. The root vegetable, I think, helps absorb it. I think the veal stock adds a richness. If somebody said they didn't like lamb, I would say, come try this. You've taken the time, giving that sear, building that crust on it. On a cold day in Vancouver, this is what you want to find on the menu. Delicious.
One lamb in a hole coming out.
The meat just kind of falls apart.
Just the right amount of gravy under those potatoes.
These spices aren't your everyday spices.
Very much comfort, and then with a little bit of a twist in there.
Beet leek salad up.
I love this place. It's one of my all-time favorite places in Vancouver.
The area we're in is Gastown. There's a lot of old brick buildings.
When it comes to eating, this is the neighborhood to go to.
This is where you go.
Yeah.
But this neighborhood wasn't always so appetizing.
There was nothing in this row. We were the first anchor tenant.
And then you've seen people start to fill in around you since then?
Oh yeah, it's really revitalized the area a lot.
From day one, this restaurant has been a place where you go to just enjoy.
Favorite thing on the menu?
The pork belly crackling.
Pork belly crackling up.
You can't come to Tuck and not have pork crackling. It's crunchy, it's sweet, it melts in your mouth.
What are we making next?
We got our star anise red wine reduction, which is served with our pork belly crackling.
I'm down. Hit it.
Water, orange juice, red wine vinegar, brown sugar,
All of it?
all of it.
Whoa!
Cinnamon sticks, star anise pods, and last our orange zest.
And how long is this gonna reduce?
Oh, 3 hours.
It will strain out all the solid.
Right.
Next.
Pork belly. We need a spice rub for it first. Brown sugar,
You and that brown sugar.
black pepper, chili powder, kosher salt, crushed and toasted fennel seed, and allspice. Now we're gonna score it. We're gonna get the spice rub in it and press it.
You tried to impress it.
Roll it all up and let it cure overnight. Cut it up into 3 pieces and get it into our mother stock. Put it in the oven for 3 hours at 350 degrees. Once we cut it up, we'll get it into the deep fryer and add the star anise reduction, salt, pepper it, sauce, and then we get it into the bowl.
Did.
You want all of it?
What do you think?
There you go.
I really don't know if I'm gonna be able to truly evaluate if I don't eat every one of these. You get everything you want. Texture and chew of the meat, creaminess, silkiness of the fat, just enough of that skin, cooking up for a little crunch, not too heavy. The fat is rendered down, nice pop, nice crunch. I can't figure out why this has been a hit. Would you like to have some, Chef?
I'd love to try.
Go ahead and drop another order for yourself.
Pork belly down.
You've got the sweet from the sauce and the salty of the pork belly, everything in one bite.
Have you shared any of the pork crackling with them?
No, not at all.
Ahi tuna tamarind is up.
Whatever Roy's doing in the kitchen, it's always absolutely epic.
So what appears to be just kind of a funky neighborhood gastro, you tuck into the tuck. This has got all kinds of comfort about it, man. Nice job, Chef. Well done.
Appreciate it.
Well done.